Hello everyone, and as I mentioned in my last video, in this video we will talk about MVVM pattern. And this is not simple topic, that's why in this video we will discuss and cover only first part of this topic. And in this video we will talk about what is the MVVM pattern and how it's work and what kind of approach we will use in our project to implement the MVVM pattern. And the last part of this video will be about how to prepare our ViewController for MVVM pattern. So let's go to the first part of our video and talk about what is the MVVM pattern. MVVM is an abbreviation and it means model view model, and I think it's not really well shows main idea of this pattern. And main idea of this pattern is really simple. You have to just separate your code of your screen model into different parts. First part of the module, in our case it's ViewController, and here you can define layout and animate any UI components of your screen. And the second part, in our case ViewModel has to handle and prepare data for our ViewController. And you can't define some code of response to your database or your remote server with an API in your ViewController. You have to do this in ViewModel. For example, if your ViewController has, for instance, some button and user tap on this button, you just transfer this event to your ViewModel and handle this event in your ViewModel. In other case, for example, your ViewController has some text input and user typing some text, you transfer this text into your ViewModel and handle this text into your ViewModel. On the other hand, if you need some data from your business log, for example, from your remote API or from your local database, and you need some data for your screen, for your ViewController, you need to define the request into your ViewModel, prepare the received data and transfer this prepared data to ViewController, and ViewController just show this data on the screen. Let's imagine your ViewController is a user profile, a screen, and you need show on the screen, for instance, I don't know, name of the user and email of the user. And your ViewModel of this screen module just gets request to the local database, getting username and email of the user, prepare this data and just transfer this data to the ViewController, and ViewController show this data on your user profile screen. And I think it's really simple idea. You can see here input, output, configure functions, and I suggest you don't think about that right now, because this we will cover in the next part of the MVVM topic. And today I'm gonna show you how you can clean up or prepare your ViewController to use this ViewController with an MVVM pattern. Dive into our code, and first of all I wanna close these tabs, we don't need it, and I wanna build and launch our app and check that it's work fine. Okay, we can see our launch screen, and then we have to see our ViewController. I really don't like that we define all our code in viewDidLoad function, and I suggest extract this local constants and define it as object properties like that and like that. And I'm gonna show you how you can use special closure and define background or everything you want. If you want modify your object, your UI component right here. For that, you can use special type of closure. You have to define data type, then equal, then you open the block of the closure, and inside this closure you just define the object you want to modify, equal, and then you have to return this object and setting of background. You can move to here. Okay, let's go and do the same here. And okay, space, and that we can remove. It's a really cool approach to defining any UI components for your ViewController. And here you can, for example, set view layer corner radius, for example, I don't know, 20, and we need waiting for, and you can see that we set the corner radius 20, and I will use this approach in this project. Next, I wanna extract this code 2 from this function, and I suggest create a separate special private function for that. And I name this function create UI. You can name this function how you want, for example, setup UI or layout UI, but I will call this function create UI. And we just copy this code and paste here. Oh, this code, this line, we have to copy too. Okay, and here we need call this function. And we have to get the same result, as you can see. Oh, I forgot about really important thing. These properties you have to define as a private, because if you will work in, for example, in really big project, and this project, this ViewController, for example, can has hundreds or thousands lines of code, and you have to really fast recognize which properties are used only here and which properties can use outside of the project. It's really help you resolve some problem, resolve some bugs, or maintain the code and so on. It's really, really important. Don't forget define properties private if property has to be private. Now let's add a configure function, and I want to define this function here. It will be private function. Func configure, and right now its function will be empty, and we will define the content of this function in the next part of MVVM topic. And we have to call this function configure. Okay. And the last thing, I suggest you define some marks where you can see where starting properties, where starting create UI, and where configure function. It's really cool, and when your ViewController is really big, not small like our ViewController right now. You can mark this, properties, okay, and here you can mark create UI, and the last you can mark configure, compile it. So just for us write comment, and you can see these marks in your minimap. Okay, let's rename this class, because I wanna use this class at the real screen of our application, and it will be the start screen. Refactor, rename, and start screen. Okay, we rename our ViewController to start screen. Oh, sorry, I forget about ViewController. That's correct. Okay, and let's recreate these UI components. And first components I wanna rebuild as a UI label, and with this label I gonna mark this screen at the start screen. Okay, we rename this title label and change the data type label object, and here we need retype text property, and start screen. Okay. You can see that our preview reload preview, and you can see the changes. Okay, and let's set the bigger font, because this font is too small, and I typing something like that. Now we need fix this, and you can just remove this line of code, and I think it will be okay. Okay, it's right now it's okay, and we need change the top offset, and right now I Gonna special define special property name safe area layout guide. What is this? This is a special property. This property has every view, and this is safe area. For example, on iPhones with dynamic island, safe area, top safe area will be here. But on the alt devices, safe area will be same the top of the screen, because all devices doesn't have any island, dynamic island. And the same safe area every view has in the bottom of the view. For example, in the all devices, safe area will be same with the bottom of the screen, but on the new devices with without home button, you have some safe area here in the bottom. Okay, and we use special anchor and connect top of the title label to the view safe area, top safe area. And here we have to, for example, 20 offset. And that means offset 20 from the top safe area of the screen. Okay, and I think we can set the bigger font, for example, 28. Okay, next I suggest you to replace this green view with a, I don't know, let's try place in the center of our screen some emoji. I'm going to show you how you can use emoji there. For that, let's rename this property emoji label, because it will be label. Okay, and this is UI label, and here we can remove it, return label, and here set some label. For example, the rocket text equal rocket emoji. Okay, right now you can see that our rocket plays here, but I suggest you set bigger font. Label font equal system font of size 72. Okay, it's really cool. Right now I wanna remove this because I think it's really don't need. Okay, and I wanna lay out this in the center of our screen. Okay, and I want to remove this line. Okay, it looks like really well. We have two UI components, and first component, it's a UI label. It's a title of our screen. We mark this screen as a start screen with this label. And the second UI component, it's just emoji. You can use emoji with the UI label, setting emoji which you want. With the property text, set the size of this emoji with an font property. You can just set system font of size and what size you want, and then you can lay out these UI components as any other UI components with SnapKit. Let's try build and run our application and check that it's work okay. Okay, it's work fine, and it's looked like really good, really well. And that's all I had to you in this video. In the next video, we will cover the next part of MVVM topic. We will define view model, and I show you how use RxSwift to transfer data and event from ViewController to view model, and how to use RxSwift to transfer your prepared data for your ViewController, for your screen. Okay, that's all. Bye bye.